Hello everyone, welcome to another VidSite episode. My name is Flavia Fongang and I'm the founder of Free Colors World, the creative agency. I'm going to take you through a case study and show you how do we develop the brand identity for one of the brands of the largest tech companies around the world. I'm talking about Facebook, I'm talking about Meta. So this is a process to brand creation. Good to explain the journey it takes and the work it takes of different individuals working together to create such brand. There's a difference with working with freelancers, there's a difference working with a brand agency. And I'm going to show you the journey for this brand creation so you can also understand the process, the subconscious psychology that we apply in designing. Are you ready to get started? Because I am. So you can live your best life. Let's talk about the brief before we even get into the subject of the design of the brand identity. And I think this is the most important part. This quite often is misunderstood, and obviously something that we did very well is really understanding the why of the brand, what are we trying to achieve, how far do they want to go, and the purpose. This brand really resonated with us because as an agency, we are diverse, predominantly female-led, and also from people from different diverse backgrounds, and people really work with us for this desire and this understanding of diversity, which is super key. By the way, this page that I'm sharing with you, I want to keep it super authentic and show you a page that is actually on our website. You can go back and read it on your own time. The brief was very clear, and I'm not going to read it because you can read it on your own, but the importance of really changing the space in the advertising industry, in the marketing industry to bring more Black talent to the forefront and so much more. The brand name was not ours. We didn't create the brand name for Facebook and Meta. Not sure I say Facebook, aka Meta now. I should just say Meta. We created the logo. So the BREAM stands for Black Representation in Marketing. And I think it's important to understand what the word means and how you can really utilize design to accentuate the relevance and what the brand is trying to accomplish. And it's about increasing representation. How can you represent that through a logo? Let's break it down a little bit. So first of all, as I say, there's an issue looking at the industry space. 12% of the population, is composed of Black British people, but do we see them represented positively in media or the advertising industry? Are in the forefront? What character do they play? And I think a lot of brands recognize the importance of doing something different and changing the narrative so we can really, kill systemic racism or however you want to call it, and kill that for good and effectively. So power, I think what I love the most about this project and what the brand is trying to accomplish, that you can use your power of brands working together to change the narrative, to change an industry. And that's what BREAM has been able to accomplish. The brand has been now running for a number of years, which is fantastic. If we look at the design of the BREAM logo that we created, one, you're trying to increase representation of Black people in marketing. What is the most effective way and the most interesting visual way to present that? When you look at the design of the BREAM logo we created, the B and the R is put on the pedestal. Why? If you think about it, is to emphasize the importance of elevating representation of Black marketers, designers, creators in a space. And this is the best way to emphasize the mission statement of the brand in a very subtle and effective way. Now let's talk about font. When you think about font plays a massive part in your subconscious understanding of a brand. If you choose a much more traditional font, then you will emphasize the traditional presence of your brand. If you choose a much more modern font, then you emphasize the innovation. And that's what you see in most tech brands are very new font, modern font, rather than traditional fonts. Yes? So we chose Montserrat as a font to emphasize the fun, dynamic image and also innovative image of the brand. And again, something worked really well. If you wanted to really showcase a much more traditional font, you would have chosen Times as an example to create the opposite effect. Can we talk about color? Yes, we should talk about color. Color has such a massive impact in everything that how we perceive a brand. Let me give you a simple example, and I like to use it all the time because it's so right. Think about it, you go to a club tomorrow, it's your birthday, you want to celebrate your birthday, and the security guard is wearing a pink outfit. What is your perception? You probably think, yeah, I probably can play some jokes with him, it's going to be friendly and fun. You go to another club after 2 o'clock, you say, well, I'm tired of this place, let's go to another club. Security guard wearing a black outfit. What is your perception? You probably think, not somebody I can crack some jokes with are probably going to be more reserved and be nice because he might decide not to let me in. This is just your judgment just based on color, pink and black. This is how important it is to choose color. So when you think about black representation, or when you think about the perception of black people, we always think that being black is one color, black Nigerian or black African, black French, it's the same thing. But if you think about what the black community and black culture has contributed to the world culture, entire universe is so multi-diverse and multi-cultivated that we wanted to emphasize that through colors. When you think about black or you think about Jamaica, you can visualize some colors. When you think about color in Caribbean, you can probably visualize some colors. Because this brand was created in England, and I ask you to think about colors for English, what comes to your mind? Probably nothing. Is a bit muffled into your mind. And we had to do some research to really choose the right colors. I'm going to show you through that. We're really inspired by the work of Lubina Hamid, a British artist, which contributed to the black art movement. And these are the colors that was represented in UK art. And if you see, the colors are still bright, but a little bit softer as well. And we really wanted to showcase exactly what it means to be black and the richness that we bring in us, bringing to different culture, but also collaborating together. When you think about your brand or you think about your brand identity, you probably just think about sight. But your brand can be more than sight. A brand can be a smell. The brand can be a sound. So if I said to you, ta-da-ta-ta-ta, what comes to your mind? You probably think McDonald's, and I hope you're not going to get a burger because it's not good for you. When you think about brand identity for Dream, we need to emphasize all the senses of the brand, whether it is sight and sound in this instance. So we wanted to choose a sound that really represents the essence of the black community, which is a mixture of hip-hop scene in the 90s represented in the brand. So every time you hear the sound of Brim, it will bring you back to those memories. Again, something you can play with so many ways to play with subconscious mind, and this is super powerful. Now let's get to the last part, which is the complete mood board, the colors of Brim. Again, remember, when you think about a black person, you think about the black community, you probably see black as one color. But being black is more than just one black color. Imagine if you were stripping the colors of Brim. Yes, imagine if Brim was a person, you were stripping the colors of Brim. Behind the black comes out different colors. It really just emphasizes the richness of what the black community bring. Again, emphasizing that we're not just one black color, we bring so much richness because of the different cultures that combine and also bring something magic to all the space, to all the industries that we know we get into. It's magical. Whether it is music, whatever it is food, whatever it is art, whatever it is fashion, black is multifaceted. All right. So if you look at the colors here, beautiful colors. Again, something emphasized, remember, by black British artists. We utilize that as well. So usually you have the responsive colors. Again, something you can see the style and how it is inspired by that. Geometric patterns, 90s UK hip hop as well. The Montserrat colors. And then the final logo, we're going to get to that slowly but surely. The final logo in movement, again, we really emphasize how, again, something, the colors in movement, the dynamic, the dynamism, the positiveness of what we bring with brand. And again, something that really brings people together. The whole part of creating a brand, when you think about a brand, it should give you a really warm feeling and positive feeling. And that's what we created with Brim and was such a success. The brand has been nominated for a number of awards, which we are very proud of. And knowing that behind this brand, so many big companies present with proud of the work that we've done, make us very, very happy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share it, so we can reach as many people as possible who want to create iconic brands with us.